There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Number 30.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
A gain of 8.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
4 yards on the pick.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off play action. Osborne Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to Irv.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Operating from the gun. Osborne. Under pressure, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Jared Cook.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wilson. This is White on the screen. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Seahawks.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Vikings 0.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
It's the score, Seahawks 14, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Osborne. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Off the play fake, Osborne. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Osborne over the middle to Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Vikings.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Osborne. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Osborne over the middle, complete. That's Stanley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both large. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, they'll run with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Osborne. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down, Osborne. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Complete to
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first and 10, Osborne. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score is Seahawks 21, Vikings 14. Dan Bailey to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Metcalf, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
36 power. 58.
Here's Wilson. He's got this one complete to Fountain. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Running out of the gun with White. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Osborne. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Cook has it, left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A second and 10 now. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Vikings 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Friday. Go. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
Now Wilson on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But they needed to break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a part of that. 58 to run. 58 to run. You got nothing to
From the 38, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Vikings 14.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second down and goal. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Cook, the Viking ball
Now
game.
2nd and 7 from the 23.
The 23-yard line.
Off play action. Osborne. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Osborne, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 12, 12. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 41 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down, Osborne. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Osborne. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
They run it with Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you. I got you.
From the gun, Osborne. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Carson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Come on, come on. 58, right on.
There's Wilson to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Right there. Panther 60, Panther 60. Stop there, D. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54 to go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down. Osborne. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun. Osborne. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.